Oh, what is going on, everybody? What's going on? It's episode 73, and we're talking about picking your heart. All right. But before we get into it, I do want to let you know that, and I want to welcome you to another episode of the Fit Parent Podcast. And again, this is the number one show for moms and dads that want to live a healthy lifestyle, not only for themselves, but also for their family, for that longevity, right? We want to be around for our kids and their grandkids, don't we? At least most people do. But before I begin, all right, I do want to let you know that I'm giving away $500 to one lucky listener. Literally $500 cash. It's it. Usually I'm going to pay that through PayPal. So $500 cash to one lucky listener on December the 1st. All right. All you have to do, all right, it's very, very simple. Take a screenshot of the podcast on iTunes or Spotify. Take a screenshot of the latest episode. Okay. Tag me on your Instagram story. Okay. And you can tag my name, Tyler Porto _IL. If you don't know how to spell my name, you can check the show notes on the podcast. Any podcast that I have, they'll be under the notes, description, episode description, whatever you want to call it. There'll be my name. Boom, it's right there. All right. Tag me, and that will enter your chance to win the contest. All right. But in today's episode, guys, we're talking about sticking to your diet, working out, and being consistent with your fitness. All right. And a lot of people think that healthy lifestyle is hard, right? You know, it is. It is hard, right? You got to set a routine. You figure out what works best for you. You got to find out, what you do and don't like. Or like everything is hard, right? Trying to figure everything out. When's the best time to exercise? Trying to figure out what you need to cook, how to cook it, what ways to cook it, what you should be eating, how much you should be eating. All of this is difficult when you first start out, of course, okay? But I want you to realize something, okay? Exercise or a healthy lifestyle in general is very hard, okay? It is extremely hard. But, okay, being overweight, having low self-esteem, having health complications, having issues as you get older, not setting a good example for your kids, letting your kids, being disappointed that, you could have changed your life, right? That's even harder. Right? Being overweight, having low self-esteem, not loving yourself, having that confidence is even harder. All right. That's hard too. Right. So I'm not taking anything away. So healthy lifestyle is hard. The way that you currently are and the way that you're currently living is also hard at the exact same time. Okay. But honestly, it's all hard. You just have to choose what hard it is that you're going to want to deal with. Which one are you going to choose from? I want you to seriously think about it. Okay. Yes, we all know losing weight is hard, and we know that sticking to your diet is hard. We know working out is hard, trying to, get a good movement in, not knowing what to do. Having practice and, balance and moderation is hard. Like having to navigate on what works best for you with what you're supposed to be eating to what you need to be exercising to get the best results possible. All of that's hard, and I get that, especially if you're new, right? Because you don't know, but you don't know any better. You don't know how to navigate to a healthy lifestyle. But I'm telling you, right? But I want you to think about the opposite end of the spectrum, okay? Being overweight and having literally being exhausted, every day, having no energy, all right? Feeling disgusted whenever you take family photos, because guess what? The holidays are coming up. Most people take family photos, either whether you get them professionally done or you just get them done just from your family taking them, right? You may get disgusted. You may hate the way that you look. You may cover yourself. You may put yourself behind other individuals of your family just so you can cover up the way that you look. So the only thing that they see is your face, right? That's the only thing they see because you don't feel that confident in yourself. Look, when I'm in a photo, I'm going to be front. Let me be the front centerpiece. Let's go, because that's how confident I am. All right. Because this hard work is paid off. And that's what I want you to feel about yourself. I want you to be the centerpiece of your family whenever you take photos. Right. So you shouldn't have to feel disgusted about the way that you see yourself, the way that you feel, lack of energy. You shouldn't have to feel any of this. But guys, having like serious health implications due to carrying around an extra 60, 70, 80, 50, doesn't matter the number, like that amount of weight can cause problems for you. Right? Can cause problems. Not having the energy to play with your kids or the stamina to play with your kids, or hey, dad, can we play the ball? Can we play the ball? Hey, mom, can you come outside and play outside with me, kick the ball, or whatever it is that your kids like to do, or just playing with them in general, getting on the floor, getting off the floor. That can be a struggle. You can't even get on the floor with your kids because you're so overweight. right? So which is hard? You making the sacrifice to change, finding that plan or getting in a good routine, is that hard? Or you have to tell your kids that you can't get on the floor and play with them because you're so out of shape? Which one's hard? Which one's harder to deal with long term? And I'll tell you the answer. It's the one that you're having that disappointing look on your kid's face. That's the one, not able to do or not able to navigate through life because you can't take care of yourself being that much overweight. So which one is going to be hard for you? All right. And I'm telling you, there's no easy way out. All right. There's no easy way out. Regardless of whatever it is that you decide, you got to make it a priority for you. Right. And if it is a priority, you'll make a difference. And that's where people kind of don't get that clicking, right? They don't have that sense of urgency. All right. But I'm telling you, you got to have that sense of urgency. Either you're dealing with it right now of living through life, feeling disgusted, feeling disappointed, having that lack of energy. Again, that stuff is hard to deal with, right? And not to mention how you're not sleeping well because you're so overweight, your body can't function the way that it needs to, right? All dealing with all these things is very difficult, right? But guess what? You don't have to deal with it. Okay, you can fix it. Pick a new hard. Pick healthier lifestyle hard. Okay, and again, and the key thing about having a healthy lifestyle, yes, it's hard, but it's hard at first. And that's where most people get mixed up. If you're still out of shape, right, and you don't feel confident, like you're going to be dealing with that for a very, very long time, right? That's hard for long term. But if you flip the script and you actually, you think about, oh my gosh, I got to start eating right. Oh my gosh, I got to start exercising. Yes, that's hard at first, but eventually it gets easier. Because what makes it easier is seeing your progress. What makes it easier in the way that you start feeling. You start feeling a different way. You start actually having more energy. Your clothes start fitting better. You love what you see in the mirror. You don't feel so disgusted anymore. Like that, there's actually a reward to you working hard, whenever you incorporate a healthy lifestyle. There's no reward if you're out of shape. You're just dealing with it, right? You're just going through the hard shit. Like there's no upside to it. If anything, you're going to make it worse. It's going to get even harder. But the hard for the exercise to a healthy lifestyle does get easier in time. And that is what most people don't understand. They think, they got to give up, all this. Yes, you have to make sacrifices. Yes, you can't just eat whatever the hell you want to. Yes, of course not. You don't think I want to eat whatever the hell I want to. Yes, I do. I do want to do that, but I don't. That's the difference because my health is more important to me than the food that I see. All right. Food does not have a hold on me. I'm not addicted to food. Okay. So I want you to know that you can also overcome this addiction if you are addicted to food, because most people are, they resort to, most people, whenever they're dealing with stress, the number one thing is food. That's the number one thing. Instead, if I'm stressed out, I'll go to the gym. I'll go for a nice walk outside. It's nice weather outside right now. I may go for a walk later. If I'm stressed, I had a long, stressful day. It's Monday. Monday's the busiest day for me. I got to do check-ins. I got to do podcasts. I got to do a coach's meeting. I got all this stuff that I got to do on Mondays. But if I find myself that I'm stressed out, guess what? My ass is going to make myself a priority because that's what de-stresses me instead of food, right? So I want you to know that, I want you to realize that your life matters. Okay. And whether you want to pick a good, healthy lifestyle for you to make sure that your life doesn't get harder as time goes on, pick that hard. All right. Because I guarantee it will get easier in time, but you got to make that sacrifice. You got to make that commitment. All right. So I'm here for you. I got you. I see you. All right. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got for today's episode. If you got some value, please share this. All right. Share this podcast. And again, if you share this podcast, I'm giving away $500 cash. So let's go. Let's go. All right. But other than that, guys, if you feel like you need help on a personal level and you're struggling, okay, I am offering all podcast listeners 30% off my coaching program. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook saying the words podcast. All right. And then I'll get you hooked up. All right. We'll see if I can help you. Other than that, guys, that's it for today's episode. Stay fit, stay strong. Coach T out. Peace.